Hi, welcome to a new episode of Warp Pages. I really hope you're all enjoying Will Eisner week. I know I am. So, favorite time of year. Today I'm going to talk about one of Eisner's greatest creation. This guy right over here, the Spirit. I still vaguely remember when I first saw him. I was standing in the grocery section, waiting for my mom to finish shopping. And I was only 7 at the time, and this magazine it caught my eye. It was something different. Um, my knowledge of superheroes at the time was definitely restricted, Superman, Batman, Spider-Man, the popular ones. But there was something about this one that just intrigued me. Maybe it was just because it was the only thing at the magazine rack. But it was the Spirit, and it was reprinted by Warner Publisher. He didn't wear a standard costume like a lot of the other guys, just a blue suit, hat, white shirt, red tie, and of course to signify the fact that he was a superhero. At least to my young mind, he was a superhero. Honestly, I didn't understand a dang thing that was going on. I just thought he looked cool. But there was something about this that I just had to know more about. And, after a short run, Warren started publishing Spirit, and I really didn't think about him. As I got older, started collecting more comics. Fast forward to the 80s, and I'm, still reading comics like most people, two at the time. My favorites, New Teen Titans and Uncanny X-Men. What are you going to do like everybody else? But I walk into the comic shop, and there on the wall I see, again, the Spirit. And I'm like, I kind of remember this. So this time it was being published by Kitchen Sink Press. And again, I was captivated. But unlike my first really exposure where I was just looking at the pictures, this time I actually read it and then reread it. And it was a combination of the arts and the storytelling, and I was hooked. And the next thing you know, I added the Spirit reprints, right to my weekly polls, and it was amazing. Now, when the Spirit first appeared in his first story, he didn't have a mask. Eisner added the mask later on, and explained it this way.
I'm working on the drawing board, and the phone rings, and I could hear the jukebox going on. He was in a bar. He said, "Have you got a character yet?" I said, "Yeah, I've got this guy, a detective." He said, "Yeah, but does he have a costume?" So I'm sitting there, I was drawing the face, and I drew a mask on him. I said, "Well, he's got a mask." He says, "That's good, that's good."
The Spirit really didn't have any superpowers per se. He could take a beating, give one as well. And he was a master detective. It seems so simple on the outside, but when you read these stories, the complexity of them and how thought-provoking they were, just really, it was definitely a game changer for the time. Spirit had a cast of characters assisting me in this adventures. Commissioner Dolan, police commissioner of Central City, where Spirit was located. Ellen Dolan, daughter of Commissioner Dolan, and major love interest of the Spirit. Ebony White, the Spirit's African-American assistant and chauffeur, who drove around in cab. Though, the character Ebony was very racial for the times. Eisner himself went back and apologized for this later on in life. I ended up collecting the series until it ended until 92. My Spirit's fix would have to rely on back issues, and thank heaven there was a lot of them. Then in 1998, Kitchen Sink Press came out with a new anthology, The Spirit New Adventures. Next time, and probably the last time by Will Eisner hand, the Spirit would appear in The Escapist #6 in April of 2005. This would be the last time that Eisner would draw the Spirit, as he passed away in 2005. But, the Spirit would live on. DC Comics got their hands on the license and started to reprint all the old stories, including, newspaper strips from the beginning to the end. in these amazing hardcover books, as well as a new series created by and written and drawn by Darwin Cook of DC The New Frontier fame. And this man got the Spirit. He updated the Spirit for modern times while not taking away anything that made him the Spirit. Cook was seriously channeling Will Eisner throughout the entire series. And Cook ended up staying on for 12 issues, with the 12th issue almost a shot-for-shot retelling of the famous Spirit story about Sans Serif. Again, updated for modern times. It was an amazing run. The book itself went on to issue 32, where DC lost the license to Dynamite, and in 2015, Grendel writer-artist Matt Wagner started up a new series. This new series was launched in conjunction with the 75th anniversary of the Spirit. But even comic publishers understand the importance of the Spirits. He's teamed up with Batman, the Rocketeer, and Dick Tracy, Green Hornet. And the Spirit has appeared in a TV movie, a feature film, and Brad Bird of Incredibles film tried to launch an animated feature, and you could see some of that rough outline. You know, I really do wish I had the opportunity to meet Will Eisner and to thank him for this immortal character that he created. So, in closing, all I can say is thanks, Will, and I hope some of you readers do end up checking out some of the Spirit comic book adventures. They are an incredible read, and I highly recommend it to any comic fan or non-comic fan. Anybody who just likes detective films or superheroes or gritty thrillers, this is the book for you. Thanks for watching. Remember to hit that subscribe button. Find the next time we're live. See you around, guys.